Hey there, welcome to another video. I'm making this video today to talk about the older Duramax trucks with the fuel filter housing issues that people would have. On the top where the primer push piece would be, it would either leak air when the fuel pump was drying, or the fuel filter might come loose because of the design, because they don't really give you much of an O-ring on top of those filters, as many know. So what I decided, because I had many issues, to give a quick little background, this winter, a bit of last winter, and a lot of this summer, I use my truck to tow, and I do a lot of stuff with it, hauling dump trailers and so on. And what would happen is the fuel filter would come loose and suck in air, or the primer would fail. The seals and stuff are on the primer on top, so I replaced the seals, and they would fail really quickly. I would basically have to prime it each day to get the seals to soak up the diesel fuel and expand and then make a seal. And then after a while it got better, but then if you left it, it would slowly go back to what it was, failing. So what I did is I went to Black Market Performance. I will put a link in the description for this company. They do pumps, injectors, and lift pumps and other stuff. This is a lift pump. It's not a high performance like an Air Dog lift pump, but it definitely adds to what you have, and it's been great. You never need to prime, you never need to do anything. You just plug it in to the relay that they have into your fuse box, which goes to the ignition, and then after that you put your filter on, which this one uses a cat filter, but we're going to see after this one's done, or after I need to change this one, what I can use. But I've got another cat filter. They give you one in the box. They give you all the parts. It's been fantastic to use and haven't had an issue. I did have to buy lines because they didn't provide that, but that's okay because they are expecting you to reuse what you have, but replace the lines, because I had so many issues. They were cracking, they were old, too short, and not worth doing. So I went with some overkill line, rated for ridiculous pressure and fuel and all that stuff here, and it works great. I would say that since I added it back, it's been really good. My power's back, my starting is easier, so in the winter time, all that stuff. Now, the one thing I will say is I haven't super tried it in like -30 or something ridiculous yet, but in the negatives and the cold weather in Minnesota here, it did really well. The old filter housing had a heater on the top for your fuel, so that is something to be aware of. I don't know how this system's set up, I didn't look into that, but I have been very happy, especially in the cold weather. I let my glow plugs go, and then I crank it over, and it starts right up. No issues, no problems with fuel. But I also put premium diesel in my truck whenever I can, and I run lubricative additives and cleaning additives once in a while, just to keep the fuel system clean, but mostly lubricated with those additives. I don't do lubricative additives too often, as long as I'm getting premium diesel. That has increased my horsepower, my fuel mileage, so much better. But I'm making this video to basically just show you that if you're having that issue, this is what I would go with. So enough with the ranting. Hopefully this was helpful. Stay tuned to more videos I'm going to try to make, not just about my truck. Maybe I'm going to do a review and all that stuff, who knows. But really happy with this, and I've got a lot more to share. I'm going to sit down and do it. So thank you for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. If you've got any more questions, please put them down in the comments, and I will try to look at them and respond, or make an update video. Thanks for watching.